Okay. That was fun. Sorry for the slight delay. I had to get some stuff in order. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So, not yesterday, but the day before, I went out and it was really cold. And I did that motion, and my lip split. That's what happens when you have dry skin. Yeah, and then I'm getting... I mean, this year's been pretty okay because I've just been really on top of it, but usually I get little cracks in between my fingers and like my fingernail and like my finger and stuff, and like just little cuts basically. And it's just a form of psoriasis, I believe. I forget. I have psoriasis. I've been diagnosed with it by a doctor, and I used to have eczema when I was a kid, but I thankfully do not suffer from that any longer. For the most part. Knock on wood. Hang on a second. I'm hearing loud thumps. Yeah, so make sure everything's okay. Okay. Never mind. Well, not never mind, but yeah, everything is good now, so. So, it's now March, so, there's a lot of Super Mario 64 streamers that are doing like Mario March Madness or something. I don't know. I don't know what they're calling it. That's what I'm calling it. But so like Simply is doing oh yeah. So these are this one and the first and the third level are basically the same level. I just basically redid some stuff in the first level. I mean, they basically look like the exact same at the very beginning, but minus like the two bonsai bills. But I mean, other than that, they're pretty identical. You know, maybe there's like an extra icicle or something. But then this one was one that I was kind of just doing like practice stuff with. This is literally a continuity test. That's why it says continuity test for it. So I just have all of the stuff, all of the assets, and all of the sprites and objects and anything that can transfer over, and I would transfer it from one theme to the other. Like, this is basically an early version. You know, I basically just made two files of stuff. I think this is the one that I want, though. I'm not 100% positive. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah. The reason why I called it the Fellowship was because, okay, so, it's been a while since I played this game. It's been a while since I've been on this level. I haven't done anything into it. That's all I have for this level right now, is these things. And I honestly don't even know if it works. But yeah, like I know I'm probably gonna change this area. Because I don't even know what the fuck it is, honestly. Like, I don't even know what the hell I was making. I think I have a little bit of a subworld going, but I doubt it. I probably got rid of all of it. I probably started fucking around and then just got rid of it. So, the idea for this level is that it's actually going to be 4 levels in one. But it will be 4 separate levels. But it will be the same level 4 times over. The only difference being, so this will be one of the levels, and then this will be one of the levels. This will be one of the levels. And for continuity, so the last style. So basically, all 4 games, all 4 of the main game styles, the same level, nothing, because all of the stuff transfers over. The only thing that really change, there's a couple things that change, like certain enemies and stuff might change, but for the most part, everything, like the main thing that changes are power-ups. That's the thing that's actually like really makes, you know, besides the different mechanics for each level, that's what really makes each level, you know, that's really what I kind of got this idea for, was to make a level. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this level is pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not easy by any means, and I'm not very good. So yeah, see, I would have died. But yeah, see, would have died. So, and the reason those molds are there are basically so it's for the other game styles, essentially. If there's something that you see that you think like, oh, that doesn't really make sense, that's because it's for another game style. Like the one way. Like the one way just chilling out of nowhere. Like you think, oh, maybe it's for that guy. Nah. I put it there so you could, well, actually, I probably need to lower it because you're going to jump right into that guy. But I forget. Actually, maybe I did put it there for... I forget exactly. I know it's there for a reason, though. I haven't fucked with this level for quite a while. And the reason, so... Everything in this level also has a purpose. You know, I try not to do... Well, I mean, besides, like, certain, like, aesthetic stuff. Like, there's certain things that are just aesthetics. Like the cloud smiley face in the middle of the bumper. You know, there's no real reason for the cloud to be there. Or the vines, you know, there's no real reason for the vines to be like that. You know, but everything else, you know, has a purpose. And, like, there's basically two different ways you can go. You can go, and they're both fucking challenging. And, like, to the point of where I kind of have an idea of how this part is supposed to go, but I don't know if I've ever actually completed it. Just because it's like, because the way that, and of course the way that I make my levels and stuff is like everything goes in, like one thing goes in from one to another, and like the timing for one thing, and like the way, it's just really hard to test my levels. Because the way that I try and make them is like, it's hard to like chop it up into segments. I know that's how I should be making levels, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot, like stuff that I like am able to create. Like it takes longer, but it turns out being like really fucking cool. I don't know. I might be able to start segmenting it. I should probably, you know, kind of start doing that. I mean, sometimes I can find ways to do it, but usually it's like pretty difficult. So yeah, there's a lot going on right there. Yeah, it's super fun is the main thing. You know, I learned a long time ago, don't just make levels hard. That's fucking stupid. You gotta make levels fun. You know, this level is like stupid hard, but it's also really fucking fun. Alright, so I might need to get rid of this guy. Like, the reason why the fire bar is there is to make you jump so it activates the moles. And, because you have to jump in order to, I'm pretty sure, I don't think you can run. I mean, you know, I have, you know, iframes at the very beginning. But yeah, you can't, yeah, you have to jump to avoid it. So, you know, I reward you with a 1-up. So you can basically retry the level over and over and over. You know, I also don't like to do midway points in my levels, even if I make like a longer level. You, my friend, might get changed. So, everybody was like, why can you zoom in so far in the game mode? That's stupid. You'll never use that. It's obviously for when you use it in the handheld. Like, I mean, I don't know. That was like one of like the biggest things that like a bunch of people said. I was like, why is there like zooming out? That's really cool that you can zoom out. But why can you zoom super far in? That's kind of dumb. We don't need to do that. Like, well, maybe you do when you're doing, like, it's much easier when it's, like, twice the size. When the screen is only 7 inches. But yeah. So I'm basically just trying to make cool adjustments to this level. And, there we go. I'm just trying to make cool adjustments and, you know, basically just, you know, try and make it more fun. And, like in hear my kitty crying. Just try and make it more fun, and you know, just generally just a cooler level. I think I have everything set up. Looks like it. Hang on, I need to check something real quick. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. So that's right. I take an hour-long break today. So 3 to 6, and then from 7 to 9. Okay. So yeah. So I might, depending on how things go. You know, obviously my schedule is, you know, subject to change. You know what I should just do? Fuck. Can I do that? Alright. I like that. That works for me. I mean, having it fly in is fun and all, but it's probably just a little bit easier. Maybe I should put bumpers there or something? I don't know. Nah, I just have to not suck. How about that? I can tell that I'm just better at this game since the last time I played, just from practicing speedrunning at Super Mario 64. Just like, you know, it's just, you know, getting down movement mechanics and, you know, trying to do like frame perfect stuff. And like I need to be like more over to the right when I hit that Mecha Koopa. I'm basically waiting to get the big mushroom to become, you know, chunky. Damn. Should probably put an arrow there so people know. Yeah, let's do that. I think people will be able to understand that. Yeah, that's why that one way is there, actually, to block the fireball, because that fireball, like, always hits you. Always. Like, there's, like, nothing that you can do about it. I'm pretty sure that's as low as it will go, but, you know, or if that'll work, or if that will interfere. Huh, I was able to dodge it that time, apparently. Sometimes it just hits you perfectly, and it's like the most annoying thing in the world. Yeah, like that would hit me perfectly if I would have just kept going. Like, I'll just show you. Let's try it for a couple times. See what happens. I don't know, unless they changed it, unless they patched it and like made them less accurate or something. Because he would just like anticipate where you were gonna be and just snipe you. Like, and there was like nothing you could do about it. He used to get you like constant. Ouch. thumb. Pressing the button hurt my thumb all of a sudden. Felt like it was like shocking, like almost. Damn it. Oh, I put a pillow in my lap. Should I have good circulation? That's one thing that, you know, my circulation isn't as good as it used to be. Which kind of sucks. If this is going to hurt my thumb to play this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fucking play this. That really kind of scares me, actually. Well, you know what, actually? You know what I might try and do? Uno momento. See if this thing works as advertised. Okay, so move Pikachu. Come on. There we go. Damn it. There we go. Ooh, pretty. For seriously? Come on, man. Please work. Huh. Controllers. It does work! Change grip order. Funk yeah. I can use my Nintendo 64 controller! I can play the Switch with my Nintendo 64 controller. I'm Mario making! Look what I'm doing. I'm Mario making with my Nintendo 64 controller. Oh man. Ooh, the C buttons act as directional buttons. L and R, L and Z. Okay. Cool. You know, what's the minus button? Is there a minus button? Oh Jesus. What's the minus button? Which one's the minus button? How do I get to play? How do I get to play? That's the fundamental flaw. There's no minus button. So the seam buttons act as another joystick, essentially. And then B is B, A is A, R and L. Let's see, this is ZL. So these act as your R and L buttons. This is Z. How do you do Where's play? Okay, I need to look this up. Wait. Yeah, wait, where's the home? I don't have a home button, do I? So... Huh? Okay, I don't think I can use my Nintendo 64 controller. Yeah, I downloaded a bunch of courses like when the game like first came out, a bunch of Panga levels to practice. Okay, never mind. That sucks. I can design with it, but I can't, since I don't have a minus button, I can't playtest it. I really hate playing 2D Mario with a joystick. That's why I use this controller, because it's got the little D-pad. My other controller, my Zelda controller, the thing about the D-pad is that the D-pad is... Yeah, okay, I'll try it. I'll try my Zelda controller. It is a corded controller. Because, I love you, Nintendo, but, what the fuck possessed you to think that a $80 price tag for and not including a controller, and then charging like $80 for a controller, why did you think that would be a decent idea? That was a dumb idea. Alright, this one has a minus button and shit on it, so... Oops. And I'm dead. Nah. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah. Really low. That's obviously for 3D World, or not 3D World. New Sue. See, sniped. Fucking sniped. I told you. Sniped. Is that food? Food. Thank you, boo-boo. Thank you. Food. Okay. Good thing I'm so good at this game. Let's see, How often does he hit you? That was like 1 out of like 12 times. So if it's just like 1 out of 12 times, I can deal with that. Shit. Gotta be quick. Too quick. Might have been able to bounce off the moly mole. I think that is why I put him there, but I can't remember. So much going on. Yeah. If you don't hit like the first half of the bullet, you're pretty much gonna die because of the timing. See, it's a very tight jump. Damn it. It's very easy to miss that jump as well. I think it was here originally. It's barely not enough height. Man, really biting the big one on that one. So, as you can see, that's why playtesting can take so long, because it takes like, it can take like over a minute for me just to be able to get back just the one little part that takes like 2 seconds. It's because I suck. Because like everything goes into one another. On-off switches and stuff, and I've tried to break up the way that I do my levels like in segments and stuff sometimes, but it just doesn't usually work out. I have no idea. Fucking huge bullet. So if a giant bullet come from below. Gigantic bullet coming from below for like no good reason. bonsai build-a-work. I really like this idea. Plus, if I think I did it right, I might be able to use it for both of the setups. There's a setup below. The setup below is much faster. Yeah, if you drop down here, pretty much do a couple P-switch jumps. Yeah, let's see if this will work. I think those are for when I hit P switches, but I don't think I'm going to be using those. So there's two ways you can go. So I haven't decided if I'm going to put something in here. I was thinking about dropping like a star or something in there, but I don't know. We'll see. Wow, wow. And I did have some ideas for my other level as well. My Swamper Stomper level. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. That, land on that. Huh. Alright, let's see what happens. Damn, I missed. Okay, well he dies, so I don't need him. What? Didn't kill him? How did that not kill him? I hit a POW. What? Okay, I need to do some experimenting real quick. Wait a sec. Huh. Alright, that should work. Should work. Oh boy. So, I do want to play some levels, so I think I might actually do that. Take a little mini break. Miss for a little bit. Gonna go work on one of my other levels. See, playtesting this is also ridiculous because I have to playtest it 4 different times over, and I have to playtest it mentally, you know, 4 different times, you know, over with 4 different game styles, and think about, you know, the different mechanics of each game and will that work out and this and that. So yeah, the premise for this this group of levels, you know, fuck. Okay, I guess I don't need you anymore. Why does that not kill that motherfucker? Is it? I don't get it. Setting stuff up in this game can be annoying. What? How can I? Is there a way to like separate them? Because he won't spawn that way. Like, so I have to like have them all spaced the fuck out. I mean, the other solution is to literally copy and paste everything and drop it down one tile. But I'm wondering, will that screw anything else up? I could do that. I could just drop basically all this stuff in the middle of the screen, essentially. Just drop it down one. Is it worth it though? Or can I figure out a different setup? I mean, I do have a different setup in mind actually, but it involves getting rid of the bomb and the chain chomp, which I guess I don't really need. So, just have him with Peace Watch on his face. He drops down. I could do see, it bounces off the Koopa though, so that's not good. It bounce off the blooper. It does, okay. So, I guess I just have to keep it like that. And then, yeah, I have an idea. Maybe that won't work. jumps down, and boom, I hit that, and then let me try something actually. Okay. Damn it. Okay, might. Could. Yeah, it's gonna have a regular super mushroom. This will free up some assets as well. It's gonna go that way. It's that way, so then it'll go that way. And then maybe if I give him wings. Let's see, it hits the thing. To bounce off him, so how high do I bounce off this guy? Shit. Alright, of course, I have to test everything because I need to see the exact position and height and everything. Okay. Whatever. Let me think. On-off switch somewhere over here. Can I get up there? I think I can. That might work actually. And then can I break icicles as big whatever? Huh. What if they're breakable? point is try and get that in here. Big boy mushroom comes all the way down here. So then you hit that, which, wait, this, damage, shit. I might need to come back to this. So I'm gonna put some horizontal track. So that people now. Don't go below that line. That's what that means. Actually, I'm gonna make this look a little bit better. There we go. Okay. You can't hit that pretty easily. Huh. You just barely fucking miss it. Okay then. So, let's take that out, put bicycles. And then maybe switch down here. Those things are like the worst. They seriously suck. I hate them. If they had different physics for them, I guess it didn't like reset your jump or whatever, like maybe it'd be okay, but just toss a cannon in here. Maybe that would make things a little bit. Toss a cannon. This bad boy. Never thought about that. Guess I could have a cannon. Shoot. Oh. Okay. Let's see, so it goes from red to blue, back to red, so red, on, off, on, off, on. So I wanted to do that. Or something. Little kitty crying. I want to go make sure she's okay. I also have another idea for a level, which is basically just like a precision platforming level for Link. I just got some neat ideas, I think. You know, jumping arrow shots, stuff like that. Fuck, that's scary. she didn't placate her. Maybe she's not placated. Because I can still hear her crying now. Alright, give me a moment. Let me go check on my kitty. Make sure she's okay. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. Okay. Back to it. However, I need to get the creative neurons firing in my brain. I was gonna say the creative juice is flowing, but that's not a thing. Getting juices flowing is not a thing. Like, what else does that term even apply to? Yep, we gotta get the juices flowing. Like, what? I don't know. I guess it's kind of nitpicky, but it's always just kind of bugged me. Just, I don't know. Like people never think about like where the words that they say came from. Like when I was a kid, I just thought the term gypped, like the derogatory term for saying somebody, cheated me essentially. I just thought the word gypped was just a funny word. It sounds just like a funny word. If you're a kid, you just, it just sounds like a funny word. That means you got cheated or whatever. Just another term for that. That's what I thought I could. I had no idea that it had anything to do with gypsies as a child. And that it's actually just, super derogatory. And, very mean, honestly. Like, oh, you got gypped, that means you got cheated. That's because these people are just cheaters. Like, that's what that means. Like, that's messed up, dude. So, I don't know, I just always like to know, like, the things, like, ever since, like, I was a little kid and I found that out, I was like, I need to know the words that I'm saying. Like, the term shyster, actually comes from, and that's actually how you spell it, S-H-Y-S-T-E-R. Shyster comes from the German word of scheiß, or scheisse, and which basically just means shit. And so basically, when you say, you're basically just calling somebody a shitty person. A shyster is, it's kind of like, it's somebody that, somebody who's shysty is, a shitty person essentially. And I've used the term, scheiß many, many times. And, I've known it since I was a little kid. And I just thought it was, a funny word for shit, And, you pretty much, any swear word, you can basically make any word if you give it, enough oomph. If you give it enough power and enough emphasis behind the right things, you can make anything sound like a bad word. It's just, I don't know. You can literally do it with anything. I'm thinking of like a million examples. Like, you can do it with anything. It makes anything sound like, spoons! Like, cake and ice cream. Like, you can do it with anything. Like, you can make anything sound. Like, you just need to put that, like, negative, like, aggression into it. I just think it's funny. That's what I need to do. First off, grab my food. Brought to you by Boo Boo. Boo Boo. Always feeding me and doing great things for me. Thank you, Boo Boo. So this is Boo Boo brand soup, and it's mushroom. It's meow shroom. It's meow shroom. That's what we call it. Meow shroom. Close enough. So yeah, the meowshroom soup is really good. It's very, very yummy. Very savory. It's also super good for you. Good belly. Have a better belly. I'm not sponsored by Good Belly. But hey, Good Belly, if you're out there. I drink this shit like every fucking day. It helps you poop. That could be the slogan for these. And the slogan for... Well, the slogan in general could just be like, Good Belly, have a better belly, or something like that. Or get a better belly, something like that. Something with better and belly in it, you know. Play on the word thing, you know. So, I really like how the web captioner interprets certain things. Like when I just start mumbling, it is like, oh god, what's he saying? At any rate, I need to get the creative juices flowing. So yeah, see, I suck at this game. So in order to do that, there's something special. And something that has always helped me, something that's always made me creative. It just made me chill out a lot more in general. Something that used to be really frowned upon and used to be super illegal, but now is not illegal and not as frowned upon. So it's nice to know when things are legal. Because having to doing this, for more than half my life, essentially, has, it becomes, part of your life, it's like your lifestyle, it's, I know I'm being super vague, but that's the whole point. I'm being mysterious. Okay. So yeah, when I was younger, I used to think smoking was cool. And I mean, come on, this is pretty cool. I'm just joking. But the stigma behind smoking in general, tobacco or whatever, it's really annoying. Like, I used to smoke cigarettes, and I never littered, I'd flick out my cigarette cherry, I'd, empty out, whatever tobacco, wherever, and, because essentially it's super biodegradable in plants, it's tobacco. So, it is grown with radioactive fertilizer, and all tobacco in America is grown with radioactive fertilizer. That is true. I still smoked knowing that. So like even if you don't smoke tobacco, but you use like tobacco, like rolling papers or whatever, like a cigar paper or whatever, like a swisher or whatever, those are made out of tobacco. So yeah, there was these. I remember when cellulose papers like were just getting big, like cellulose rolling papers were like just came out, and like, well, not didn't just come out, but they were like people were just starting to experiment with them in America. And my buddy got some, and we found out extremely quickly that you basically need to be in like a zero humidity environment in order to use certain brands, in order to use certain ones, because they just like would not light. I mean, they're like the moisture in the air just like messed with the cellulose. They're just basically like clear. They're basically clear papers essentially. They're cool. Don't get me wrong. They're super cool, but yeah, being a kid and not being able to smoke inside. And most places. Tobacco smoke is a lot different than other types of smoke. Like tobacco smoke like lingers for days. Like cigarette smoke lingers for days. And like, I mean, up to the point of where it's like things can just like smell, like your jacket just smells like smoke all the time because it's just like ingrained in there. And I guess that's exactly what happens. And I mean, like cigarette ashes and like cigarette ashes get everywhere. Cigarette ash gets fucking everywhere. If you smoke inside, if you smoke cigarettes inside, like I didn't even smoke in cigarettes inside. Like I would be piss drunk, and I would still like wobble outside, or like open the door and like lean outside and just like try and smoke, but I wouldn't, it was very, very rare that I actually like smoked inside. And then there'd be certain times where I'd do it, but then it was still like I always regretted it every single time I did it. And then we got I used to smoke I mean, sometimes I would smoke with like my door open. I'd be like smoking in like my living room or whatever, with like my my front door wide open, and the living room and the front door were like connected. So I mean, that was like as bad as I would get. It's very rare that I would smoke a cigarette. And then like I used to like wake up to like cigarettes, like people smoking cigarettes in the house. Like I used to live in this one house with some friends, and it was growing up. A lot of the people that I lived with, anytime anybody had a house, everybody else that didn't own the house or didn't have a stake in that house was like, okay, this is the party house, right? It's like, no. Like we can we can throw parties here every once in a while, but like this is not like I don't want this to just be the chill spot for everybody, and for every single person, and under the sun. That's how one, I can't afford that. I can't afford to just have my door open at all times. I can't. I mean, it just, people cost money, man. People want food. People, need to turn on the light. People need to use your water. People need to use, your resources that you have to use, which is fine in certain circumstances. But it's like, if you didn't agree to this, it's like, okay, well, you know, I just live here, and, you know, I'm basically kind of in the middle. You know, you guys, you know, have all lived here before me. You guys all have seniority, and you guys are, for some reason, you know, all okay having a bunch of people over. But this is my room now, and I don't want people in my fucking room. And, like, people, for some reason, like, had a hard time grasping that every once in a while. Mind you, these were the same people that, well, not, I mean, I'm talking in generalities. This were the same people that would be like, at parties, I don't know, if you leave stuff out at a party, you should just expect it to get stolen. Which is, like, but not like in the set, not in the case of like, which is like, no, like, if I'm having a party, I shouldn't have to worry about all my shit getting stolen. Like, that is not something that I should have to ever worry about if I'm throwing a party. And if it is, then I am not inviting the right people over. Like, why would you just be friends with people who would just openly steal from you? Like, and like, there was a number of times where I had people over that it was only people over that I trusted, and shit got stolen from me. Huh, that's weird. So, maybe I should trust less people. And, which, you know, I already thought, you know, I did that plenty of times. You know, I had already, you know, throughout my life, I had whittled down I had whittled the spectrum of people that I will listen to, essentially, and, you know, take their advice, and who I, you know, think like, oh, okay, you know, they're not, you know, fucking up. So, you know, in one way or the other, you know, I mean, usually somebody somewhere is fucking up one way or the other. And if you know, which is, you know, nobody's perfect, you know. Plus, capitalism really fucking sucks and brings you down. So, you know, there are other factors that, you know, play into these things, but you need to at least acknowledge the fact that you're fucking up somewhere and try and do something about it. You know, like, I'm really shitty at being on time for things. And I've been trying for years to try and be better at that. And it's just a thing that I have to work on, like, day by day, you know. And, you know, like today, like, I had plenty of prep time, and I prepped during all that time. But then, like, 5 minutes before, you know, I was about to stream, something happened, and I had to deal with it. You know, I didn't get back for like another 25 minutes. You know, and then I had to deal with my cat, and then, yeah, I mean, yeah. But the, people, I don't know. I don't know, I learned for the most part that I don't really like most people. And what's really, really messed up is that I know a lot of people that will agree with me. Which is like, okay, but I just said I don't like people. And then you're also like, yeah, but I don't like people either. So, like, are we not liking people together, or do we just hate each other? I'm confused. You know, because it's usually the latter. It's usually like, oh, yeah, we hate people, but I hate you for different reasons than you hate me. You know, and I'm just, you know, I'm using hate, you know, very, you know, very lightly, very, you know, I don't actually mean, you know, to really hate something, you know, takes effort, you know, it takes effort to hate something, you know, essentially. You have to put effort into hating something. You know, you don't have to continuously put effort into hating something, but to initially hate something, quite a bit of effort needs to be put into it. From my, you know, experience and perspective. The um, the understanding that I had growing up was, you know, to treat people as you wanted to be treated, and, you know, trust, you know, basically trust people until they don't earn your trust, you know, until you can't trust them, you know. So start out trusting, and then, yeah. Which, that's not how it works anymore. No, like, you need to earn respect and trust. Like, that's usually how it goes, but, like, the thing is that you also need to give people a chance to do so. Like, most people don't even give people the chance to earn their respect or their trust, you know? Which, you know, there's, I don't know, for a lot of things, like, I don't know, I try and be, like, as honest as I possibly can, because, you know, if we can all live in reality and, you know exactly what happened, then we can work on fixing things that need to be fixed and continuing things that need to be continued. So, the I don't know, the way that people are, damn it, the way that a lot of people are is, you know, they will agree with you, and, you know, they are aware of these things, but then they don't want to do anything about it because they realize it takes effort, and it makes you sad to think about a lot of these things, and to, you know, that's why a lot of people don't, you know, like, oh, like, talk to people about, like, that eat meat, and, you know, oh, well, you know, where did your meat come from? You know, probably some disgusting slaughterhouse, you know, and a lot of people don't even want to hear that, you know, or they will trick themselves and think, like, oh no, my hamburger, it got treated good though, which is like, it was still killed to be food at the end of the day, so I don't know how good you can treat something that at the end of the day you're going to murder. And a lot of people will be like, oh, it's not murder. Like, then what is it? Like, you're murdering something. That's what it is. And, well, you're just trying to bring out a negative connotation. Maybe killing isn't the most positive fucking thing in the world, though. You know, that's why it's called murder. I mean, really, like, you're just trying to split hairs. Oh, and, I almost was like, oh yeah, it's semantics. But, that's not the correct way to use the term semantics. Semantics are not small, unimportant details. They're just small details. There's nothing about them being unimportant. So, yeah. Don't do that. Use words correctly. Words mean shit. You know, people like, sticks and stones can't break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Like, that's weird. You know, because when we punish people for crimes, there's a whole lot of fucking talking. You know, in court, it's not all just like, no. Like, words mean stuff. Words have impact. Like, and trying to take away from that and say that, oh, words don't mean something, like, you're just diluting yourself. Like, and for what? So your feelings don't get hurt in that second because somebody called you a bad name? Because usually that's where the sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me thing came from. It's because somebody got made fun of, and somebody was like, well, you could have got beaten. Look at the bright side. You only have invisible damage. Yeah. I mean, that's why there's a thing called verbal abuse. Yeah. I don't know. People are ridiculous. Like flat earthers, man. flat earthers and like psychics. Okay, people that believe in psychics, I kind of give a break. Like ghosts and psychics and stuff, I kind of give a break, because usually the reason why people believe in those things and seek the help of a psychic or whatever, or a medium, is out of desperation. And, you know, something like that shouldn't really, you know, be mocked. You know, that's something like that, you know, those people, you know, need, you know, guidance. You know, they don't need mockery. So I more am referring to the psychics themselves when I'm, you know, talking about these things, and like the stupidity involved. Like, because like you have to know, like I love the shows that are like, we follow around this psychic in their everyday life. You know, it's everything minus the psychic stuff. And it's like, okay, but that is inherently the only interesting thing about you, is the fact that you supposedly can speak to the fucking dead or whatever. If I could speak to the dead, you really think you want to sit here and listen to me now talking about dumb shit? No, you'd be like, hey, talk to this dead person. What are they saying? Like, if I could do that, like, that's what you would want. Not, hey, can I watch you do the dishes and fight with your family? Hey, decide whether or not you're gonna get a haircut this week. That's what we really want to see. Like, no, dude. Like, you would want to see the good shit. You would want to see the psychic doing psychic shit. Like, I don't understand those shows that are like, what's her name? Teresa Caputo, the Long Island Medium. She's a fucking joke and a half. All these people are fucking jokes. You know, they're obviously grifters, they're con artists. Fucking, I'm pretty convinced that, what's his name? The celebrity one, Tyler Henry, it does hot reading. Which is, there's cold reading, which is, you know, very generalized, you know, very, you know, the person that is being read or whatever that is receiving the reading is doing most of the work, essentially. Whereas hot reading is like, if I knew that I was going to have if I was a psychic and I knew that you, per se, you know, say, wanted a psychic reading, I would research you and, you know, find anything, go through your social media, find anything, and like, oh, there's this story about this one time about how you really cared about your grandparent that passed away, and how you guys used to do this activity together, you know, this special activity. I would somehow be, you know, I would figure out a way to be like, oh, and I'm getting, you know, oh, and yeah, your grandma, yeah, your grandma says that she can smell cookies? Did you guys used to bake oatmeal raisin cookies together? And I would just get that from a stupid post saying, oh, I missed my grandma and I missed how we used to make oatmeal raisin cookies together, blah, blah, blah. You know, a post from, you know, 2-3 years ago that you in your head are just like, holy fuck, you know, there's no way, you know, because something that you mentioned on Facebook, you know, in a time of sadness, in a random moment of sadness, you know, and just, you know, years ago. You know, it's that type. That's hot reading, essentially. You know, as I research you and I, you know, figure out a way to do that, and then you think that I have this divine ability. It's all just bullshit and con artistry. The thing about a lot of these practices is they rely on desperate people, but then there's even There's some that even rely on, further than that, like desperate people that are uneducated. Like, that's like flat earthers. Flat earthers are desperate, uneducated people. And I don't mean uneducated in the sense that they, like, didn't go to school, but they just didn't get a proper education. They didn't learn the things that they needed to learn in order to actually, or the way that the data was interpreted to them, Like, I had a biology teacher. I had a science teacher that taught biology in Kansas during the whole evolution cannot be taught in science class thing, which is fucking preposterous. Like a lot of people have no grasp on even like the most basic things of science. Like, the fucking people, for if I had a goddamn dollar for every time I heard the term, it's just a theory, I'd be a fucking trillionaire. Like, I heard that fucking term so many times. And when somebody says it's just a theory, right then and there they don't know dick about science. Because when you're talking about evolution and they say it's just a theory, like, oh, okay, well, so is illness and gravity and the shape of the earth and subatomic particles. Like, those are all theories, just like, because a theory is not, a scientific theory is different than a conspiracy theory. And, like, it's like the most annoying shit in the world. And, like, flat earthers and stuff thinking that they, like, debunk these things. It's just the silliest thing in the world. Like, no, you just want somebody to pay attention to you. That's it. But with flat earthers and certain organizations, that are predatory like that, like psychics and stuff, there's usually an element of negativity or like a targeted hate towards something. And with psychics, it's the doubters. If you're a doubter, then you just don't, you have to believe in psychics for it to work. Like, oh, okay, well, that's called a psychosomatic reaction. So brain, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, psychosomatic is, a little bit different, but your brain can make things real if you think them, if you think, it's hard enough, it can make certain things real, essentially. And your brain can make you see things, it can make you remember things, it can make you feel things. Your brain is everything. It's your entire perception on the world. Yeah, your brain is a lot more powerful than people think. It's your entire existence and reality. And you think that you can't, and you think you can't have tricks played on you when you know nothing about how your brain works. But you're like, yeah, but I'm not a fool, even though I don't know anything about how to avoid being a fool. I know I'm not one. That's basically what you're saying. Like, but like I said, with like, targeted hate and stuff, there's always, somebody for these people to hate. So and flat earthers and like QAnon, like people, I don't know what the hell to call them, but like QAnon people and flat earthers are very similar. They QAnon, whenever somebody talks about a what is it, it's a cabal of pedophiles, and but yeah, they mean Jewish people. They're being anti-Semitic. Same with flat earthers. They think the heliocentric model is a money-making scheme by the Jews, you know, because, of course, you know, because a lot of these things, you know, play off of, you know, past prejudice, you know, already established prejudices. Like, the shit with James Charles. Fucking everybody, like, everybody was like, oh, a gay guy? Well, not everybody, but, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, a gay guy trying to turn straight men gay? Oh, yeah, that's a thing that happens. Like, that doesn't fucking happen. Like, you know, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean, though. Like, I'm sure, you know, people, you know, I love how, you know, growing up, a bunch of guys, well, I don't care about gay guys, I just don't want them hitting on me. Like, okay, right. So, which is extremely homophobic. You know, like, and to think that, like, that's just to think, like, that they're just, like, penis crazy, and they just, like, oh, this guy has a penis, like, I want it. I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, but, yeah, like I said, you know, like, people were so ready to believe that this young gay man was a predator because, you know, in the back of a lot of people's heads, you know, that prejudice still is either, you know, has either existed before, and you could, you know, play off of that and be like, oh, well, this is not out of the ordinary, you know, because I've thought these things before, you know, even if they're not true. The fact that you've thought they were true at a certain point, you know, plays against you, essentially. So, I mean, that's why the James Charles thing, you know, people just don't want to believe, you know, people want to believe certain narratives. You know, people want to believe that, you know, certain people are the bad guy or certain people are the good guy, or that a lot of people cannot come to terms with anything that challenges their intelligence. You know, that's the best example is the algorithm, or any algorithm, any computer ad based algorithm, you know, targeted ads. You know, how did it know? You know, I was just talking about this, and then, you know, I didn't type it in or anything, and, you know, that. I mean, I used to be the exact same way. I used to think, you know, of course, you know, it's the, you know, our machines are listening to us. Everything has a microphone, you know. But it's so many fucking people have put in so much goddamn data into the internet, and then so much of that data is linked. So we know how certain people act in certain situations, at certain times of the year, at certain times of their life. You know, all of this stuff has been pumped into the internet, you know, for the, you know, the past 30 years or whatever, you know, and, you know, well, I guess not 30 years, but, you know, the amount of content and the amount of stuff that people do on the internet that is tracked in their email, you know, because you have to hook up your email with a bunch of stuff, and then your email, you know, gets sent to, you know, like if Google and Amazon and stuff and Facebook, they all share data and stuff so that they can target stuff better to you, and, you know, it's all about making money, you know, it's all about, you know, satisfying, you know, placating the customer so that they, you know, either feel more comfortable spending money, or, you know, have, you know, given the option to spend money. Like, even, like, there is an algorithm and a profile for every single fucking type of person. Even the type of person, like, they're even, like, good at getting the type of people that are like, how do we get the type of people that don't play on the computer and that are actively against this type of thing? How do we get them in? And people don't want to think that, you know, oh, this math problem can predict, you know, because that's what they think that's what it is, you know, oh, it's just a math problem that, you know, is predicting my every move. You know, I'm not that predictable. You know, I'm unique. You know, people want to think that, you know, but No, a lot of us are extremely similar. A lot of us are very predictable, you know, and they've only had more time and more data to learn as time goes on. You know, people are constantly pumping data into the, you know, information database or whatever, profile, whatever they, you know, that each company or whatever. And the fact that there's like, you know, a bunch of giant corporations that all make money off of us, like, and the more data they have, the more money they make. It's obvious that they're sharing data so that they can boost their profits, because the more that they know about us, the more that they can target ads and stuff. And this might sound like conspiratorial and stuff. Like, I really hope it doesn't, because this is like all 100% true. Like, this is how the algorithm works. The algorithm is an extremely sophisticated machine learning technology, essentially, that I don't know if it's machine learning, but, well, kind of. I mean, because it basically, you know, will make a profile on you, and then, you know, or it'll, you know, if, you know, say you're, you know, it could even, you know, guess who you are based on certain things sometimes. Like, oh, this person, you know, went from here to here, and their cell phone data says they're here. I'm pretty sure it's this person on this computer. Like, there's so many things, you know, that, you know, and also, you know, it's a lot more compelling and interesting to think that there's, you know, everyone's being listened to, which is like, I mean, text-to-speech data is not that good. I mean, look at my web captioner. I mean, I'm speaking right into this thing directly, and sometimes it still fucks up. Like, you're telling me that, you know, for however long your phones can pick up, you know, I just mentioned it one time, and my phone wasn't even there. Like, you know, type situation, and, you know, it's, you know, usually that thing is because somebody, you know, that is similar to you did a similar, you know, had a similar result or whatever. And, or they, you know, had a similar experience as you. So, you know, and we are not all so unique that, you know, we can't be, you know, not a single thing you can do can be predicted nowadays. That's just how the world is. You know, the world is geared that way. You know, the systems that are in play, you know, work extremely well for the things that they're meant to do. You know, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what about, like, the justice system and stuff? Surely that system is broken. Oh no, that system works exactly the way it's intended to work. You know, I used to think the system was broken. You know, I used to think that, you know, our societal systems and, you know, legislative, judicial, and the fucking other one, were all broken, you know, essentially. And, they, the realization after a while is that, you know, oh no, the system's not broken, they work exactly as intended. You know, it's just they're intended to screw people over, you know, screw the little guy over, you know, regular folk. Which sucks, but, you know, that's life. People always just want something to hate, or I was not expecting that. I don't even know what to do with this level anymore. I'm kind of at a loss. I could play my other level. Or I can do an endless challenge because I like never do these. Yeah. High score 0. High score 3. High score 8. High score 1. Yeah, I think I tried like once or twice on Super Expert. I think I've tried Expert a few times. Normal. Guess should we do Expert levels or normal levels? Start with 5 levels on normal. Okay, whatever. 5 lives. Let's go. Japanese stuff. Oh, just. Oh boy. The fuck? Really? Okay. Let's see how long we can go for. Let's go. Ugh. Gee. Fuck? Oh my gosh. What the hell? This looks like it fucking sucks. Oh, perfect. Let's get a key from him. Knew it. Oh, what the fuck? What fun! How fun! What a fun level! This is why I don't like playing normal. I do need to get better at 3D World though, because I need to make multiple cat themed levels for all my kitties. Ooh, I'm about to tie my high score. Snowball fight. Ooh, geez. I wonder if this is a stupid snowball throwing one. Maybe not. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Okay. Great, a subworld. There's more of this. I can't wait. Okay. this, dude. What the hell? No! Get the fuck out. This level sucks. Why couldn't they just... What? Did I not do it right? What the fuck? Did they really do a pick-a-door situation? You fucking serious? They really did a pick-a-door. Oh my god, that level was awful. Hang on a second. I need to take this actually. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. Yeah. I had to make sure something about the veterinarian. Yeah. Because we need to get Tiger some more pain medicine, and I got treated like I was a fucking drug addict, trying to trick them into giving me drugs or something yesterday. Oh my god, I can't fucking believe that shit happened. There's no reason for that to fucking happen. None at all. Make name. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, how fun. What the fuck is this, dude? This seems so dumb. Like, why? Okay, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Are you kidding? I have to. There's a door behind it, isn't there? Boss rush. Oh yeah, that's because that's what people like. Boss rushes. Nobody likes these. And can't I just... Wait, can I just sit here and... fucking worst challenge I've ever seen. One of the worst. That was so stupid. What the fuck is this? You serious? Oh my god. People on normal do not know how to make levels. Oh, and then just unlimited. God. Hey, look, this still works. Oh, and look, it's a Bowser. Let me guess, with a fire flower, and he's big. Oh no, it's a bunch of these dumb motherfuckers. Bunch of fucking Galoombas. Spam the fucking guy. Oh, what fun. It sucked. Your level sucks, dude. Awful. Awful. It's a terrible level. Damn it. New high score. Hopping and jumping. Alright, this might not be half bad. Okay. Okay. Shit. Is that my first death? Standard, short and sweet. Fuck, I almost fucked that up. Ah, for... Fuck. Okay, I have an idea. Fuck, man. I was trying to just barely clip him. Okay, wait, I have another idea. Fuck. This is what happens. It's like lose all confidence. I suck. Alright, I just need to skip this guy. Fuck! Oh my god. I lost fucking all my lives this one fucking level. I tried. This is why. This is what happens. I just like lose all confidence. And I don't know how to play. One life left. See, I was about to go for it again, but I was like, wait, I can't make it. That's right. See, I don't know. I just don't know how to play. I suck. I suck. I'm an expert. See how much better I do. I'm a super expert. See how terrible I do. Let's go. Korean. YouTube play button thing. Wait, didn't I? What the shit is this other one? What are you supposed to even fucking do? There's nothing over there. How do I hit this when it's sideways? I don't get it. What? Wait, what? What's this? 2 meals in 1 week? Shit. Okay. I confuse. Wait, I have an idea. What? Okay, that did nothing. It's like an invisible something or fucking other. Okay, this all kind of blows. What the fucking idea what to do? Seriously? I just had to wait? What the fuck? Oh, you got me. Oh, I did something I wasn't supposed to do. What the fuck is this? I don't even know, man. This level's really kind of dumb, honestly. Short and sweet music? What's this fucking music level? Load. Let's say upload. Okay, I think I got this. What the fucking fuck, man? Is one of these like a fucking helmet or something? It's like I see all that shit up there. Just don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, okay. This is fucking nonsense. You just put a bunch of YouTube play buttons everywhere. Oh, you fucking shithead. Don't do that. God damn it. What? Didn't even see that. I wasn't even paying attention. God, this all sucks. So it really sucks. Oh, they just all these different sound effects. How fun. What is even the fucking point of all this? What the fuck? God, this all sucks. Fuck. It's like partially a troll level or something. I don't know, it's a really weird troll level that really fucking sucks. That's the secret is to just go back this fucking way. Please be the fucking end. Thank God. It's awful. Terrible level. There's been bad levels on this fucking game. So many bad user graded levels. Oh, am I supposed to do a shell jump? Is that what this is? Okay, I fucked that up. Let's see. It's been a while since I've done shell jumps in Mario Maker. Oh no, yeah, I'm doing it wrong. I know I'm doing it wrong. Too soon. Too late. Too late. I haven't done shell jumps in a long time. Almost. Getting too close to him. It's kind of cool, so just like a double shell jump essentially. Well, a shell jump on one side and then a shell jump on the other. And he drops, and I jump off of him, and then boom, and okay. Kai's Zoo. Kai's Isuzu. Kai's Zoo. This is gonna be the end of me. This is where my streak ends. My one game streak. Damn it. That's a really cool beginning, though. I really like that. Let's see if I can even get past the first jump, though. Way too late. I suck. Hmm. 12 lives. Oh, yeah. I guess in about 5 minutes the stream ends and break time, I guess. I might play for a little bit longer. since I came in late. I have another one. That's, well, I guess it'd be set like an hour from now, or not now. Yeah, an hour from my break. So yeah, there's just a 1 hour break, and then yeah, another stream where I this could be messing around on Super Mario Maker, or not Super Mario 64. Excuse me. Damn, there's only one clear. 129 people have played this and only one clear. Huh. Interesting. So, since it's March, there is going to be more Mario. It's going to be Mario March, essentially. So there's going to be a lot more Mario stuff. There's a variety of Mario stuff, but there's going to be more of it. I think one of the next games I'm going to play, it's what is the old RPG, the Super Mario and the 7 Stars or whatever. I think I might have played that one time when I was very young, but that's it. So it will be interesting to play it again. I have quite a few Mario titles, so the month of March, Mario March, Marchio, yeah, whatever. MAR parenthesis CH other parenthesis how do you parentheses okay, now I'm just messing around. I have a plan. So yeah. So a few things might change. I still might play Gauntlet Legends this week, I'm not sure. But I made that before I realized that it was going to be March. So, yeah, I'm probably going to switch my schedule to, I already did put another Mario thing, so I might just do, it's just going to be Marchio from now. Mario March. March Mario. March EO. March EO. March IO. March IO. There you go. Alright. So. Oh, that's right. Go off frame just a sec. Alright. I got this shit. Fuck. I had the first one, I guess. Fuck. I keep mixing up the timings. I keep thinking, I don't know, because the shell, the red shell, holding the red shell just reminds me of fucking ROM hacks. ROM hacks, you like only do shell jumps with, you know, Koopa shells. Because you can just place shells in fucking Lunar Magic. Unlike this bullshit Mario Maker, which doesn't just let you place a shell. Unless it's like a Shellmit. Or you can't just place like a fucking shell that, you know, you can't wear and that, you know, can only be picked up or kicked, essentially. It's very fucking annoying that you can't do that. Everybody's like, slopes, 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 which, you know, slopes are great. I mean, don't get me wrong, slopes are awesome. They were something that were definitely needed in the, you know. But I really wish that this, like, they maybe tried to stay more true to, like, certain mechanics and stuff. I do like that, like, when you crouch fly or duck fly, with the raccoon suit, if you do it in SMB3, the tail just like is stationary when you fly. In Mario Maker though, they added so it has like the little, like, you know, you have like, you know, Mario's butt. It's like boop 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 boop. It's adorable. So, damn it, I fucked that up. But yeah, it's adorable, and I really wish I had like the bear suit. You know, so you could like turn to stone and stuff. I mean, it's just pretty cool. All right, here I go. One life, Larry. Fuck. Okay, that was fun. I am going to work on my other level for a moment, though. You've cleared 100 courses. About time. Yeah, I don't play that. I'm usually making stuff. So, if you notice, it's called Star Child Escape Paid. Like escape, like escapade, but, you know, with escape and cape. So, escape Mountain Boo Boo with no major boo boos. Stop harming Yoshi, you monsters. Yeah. So, there's also, I also thought of another mechanic, basically like a Yoshi teleporting gag, where it'd be like, let's see if I can set it up. Basically would be like, okay, so you got, damn it. Yeah, 2 Yoshis. Basically, okay, so the idea is to make, it's like, the idea is that Yoshi is teleporting, right? You know, so instead of you dropping Yoshi off a cliff like a fucking maniac, watch. Let's see if we can do this. even sooner. But yeah, you get the idea. Well, not really, you don't actually. Let me... Boom, boom. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, you could do like... I don't know, give Boom Boom a... Let's see... Those bad boys. Okay. Get my kitty crying. You know, I need the second guy. And it would basically... It'd be like a levels transition. I'm basically just making all this just so I can show you one simple gag with Yoshi. But I want to be able to show it to you in a way that, you know, actually, like, somewhat makes sense. Okay. I think this will work. Oh, wait. Dude, that's actually fucking dope. I actually really like that. Let's see. Get rid of that shit. Probably need that actually. What else? Oh wait. We just gotta have horizontal. Or, well, I guess actually I could make another thing, but okay, that's, never mind. Talking to myself, thinking to myself. Okay, I'm just trying to think, what should Boom Boom be standing on? Spikes work, I guess. So. The big boy. I like Boom Boom regular size. So can we jump on the Spiny because he's wearing a hat? Is that the whole thing? I don't get it. Wait, I started off at the beginning. Alright, oh well. Let's see if I can do the beginning. Nope. I already fucked up. Yeah, this level's also really fucking hard. It is a fucking blast, though. I really like it. Well, the parts that I have done, I only have like 12 seconds done. Fuck that up. Yeah, basically it's this, and then you do like this thing where you get a Yoshi, and then yeah. But I actually need to lower this, and I need to make him an explodey bomb. So if he's an explodey bomb, where does he explode? See, this is one of the levels that I'm talking about, that everything has to work together. So, and if you just watch, you'll know why, because, I mean, the way that everything is set up is basically one thing leads into another, and then leads into another, and the trick before, and like the thing before that plays into the other thing, and Alright, let me try the Yoshi gag, actually, before I take a break. Alright, so this is the Yoshi teleportation gag. I don't know what else to call it. But, basically, you have Yoshi, grab a Yoshi, spit, and now you have a Yoshi. See what I'm saying? See if I can do it without any of that shit. Let's see what happens. Oops, forgot. So, grab the egg, jump, boom, boom, boom. Then fight boom boom. Yeah, that's not half bad actually. I'm gonna save this. Okay, I'm gonna save this concept. Alright. Until we meet again in about 45 minutes. I am going to take a break and set up for my other stream. So yeah, that was fun. Probably gonna work on my other level more next time, and might add another Mario Maker stream somewhere during the week, so check for that. Other than that, I am going to set up to play some Super Mario 64. So yeah. What was it? Oh yeah, now I go poop.